Magnificent architecture. Okay. Lonnie, you're the first. Richard, good to see you. Give us a minute here. Jenny, thank you. Fantastic. Hi, Becky. Hope things are good and going well in Gettysburg. Jackie, it's great to see you there. Jean, thank you. Cindy, well, get these old man glasses off. It's been a year of lockdown, a year of the 2 weeks to flatten the curve, and we're still flattening that. So much for the science. Really hasn't been about the science, though, has it? But yeah, it's been a few months. It's been what? 4 months since I've done a Where is Wolf. Lighting here is not so good. Last one, of course, was in December, 51st episode, I think. I did a 50th and did one more because people wanted to walk down with me. But we're here on a 52nd episode, and there it is. Is this backwards? There we go. So the staff and office vacated last year and has been basically consistently closed for over a year now. The original plan that we heard, so not here, all hands on deck, except if you're with his office. Most important people to have in, you'd think. Give me a second here. So there it is back there, right there. I really don't know what to say about this. We were told that, during the crisis, all hands on deck, and everyone needs to be in this rhetorical fight. But it seems like large segments of state government were exempted from that. And I would dare say the most important, obviously, would be the governor's staff, to have them in the saddle and engaging person to person, their counterparts in the House and Senate. And we haven't seen that. And that explains, in part, this disastrous response in Pennsylvania, especially in regard to sending COVID positives out of the hospitals back to confirmed positives, confirmed patients in hospitals with COVID, back to the long-term care facilities from which they came. And that anyone would imagine, with any reason or logic or any basis in science, that would be a good idea, taking the sick and putting them with the most vulnerable. To think that was a good idea defies reason, defies logic, and rejects science. And sadly, as a result, Pennsylvania has one of the highest death rates in the nation proportionally, and one of the highest death rates among our elderly. Florida, which has actually a larger elder population than Pennsylvania, is significantly lower, and they do not have these heavy-handed draconian approaches, nor did they have the ridiculous policy of sending the sick back amongst the elderly, which was known by CDC even over a year ago as going to be the most vulnerable population to this novel virus. And so in response to that, the executive branch basically shut down. They do go to, the emergency center and give briefings from time to time, but basically locked down and cut off from the populace. And as a result, that's why this office is still closed a year on. I had heard back in December they were thinking about getting back in operations in January. Obviously, that never happened. So, strange times. No steady hand here, that's for sure. No hand here at all. So, I just don't know how you respond. I think we take for granted in the military when there is a crisis You put aside whatever differences you have with other nations that want to help out and come together to try to help navigate through whatever challenges that we face. And that's the key thing there is, working together to make things happen. So, haven't seen that. Let's flip the phone here. There we go. The four seasons are painted on the walls here. We have spring, and there's summer over there, and winter and fall on the opposite side by my office. Fantastic artwork. So that's the 52nd episode, and there's nobody here except the House and Senate working together, trying to make things happen. You see my colleagues are coming out of session here, out of their caucus, and we ourselves should be getting back into the Senate here shortly. So that's that. Thanks for checking in. It's good to see you guys out there. Okay, give me a second here. Still being suppressed. Normally we get 1,000 live viewers. So when you see these lives, if you share them, that'd be great. Thank you, Liz, Dave. Heading to the basement. That's funny. Nope, on the first floor. Yep. Rebecca, so no nursing home pressure will happen for Wolf Lake in Michigan and New York. Well, I mean, obviously we're trying to get the truth out there. It depends on public sentiment at this point. So, you guys know I've done everything I could legally and constitutionally to expose what's going on, to get the truth out there. Writing articles, op-eds, revealing the truth, without partiality. So the public, you do play a key role in this. So what else is there that we could do from a legal constitutional process? If there's a public outcry, as we see in New York, and if a governor's own party starts getting upset about what happened, I think you'd see things change quite a bit. But it's been very frustrating, aggravating the past year, that's for sure. So, yeah. I mean, it's telling. We've had 2 rallies, of which I was invited to be part of, and Rebecca was one of the leaders of it, and Beth as well, and thank you for including me. But you notice the media had 1 camera there last week, and that same news organization didn't even report on it. They did 0 reporting on that. And I'm sick of this party politics being played out in the media. Political affiliated reporting instead of just reporting the truth. Hey, your life stories, your suffering, the suffering of your loved ones should have been front page news this past year. Should not be buried because of the politics of, in this case, the governor. That should be, partisanship should be taken out of that. But here's my new office. So there's the rotunda, the center of the building. So you'll come in and you'll take a left and you'll see my Appeal to Heaven sign right there. So let's go in and check it out. I know some of you have seen it already. There's Kelly, hard at work. There's Josh. Josh, we're live, man.
Happy to be here.
Handles my legislation, doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother. And then here's the new digs. So we have that, of course. I can see what's going on the floor, so I don't miss anything. I run upstairs. There's a couple of bills that had signed into law. Yes, the governor did give a pen. And remember we talked about that last year? So hats off to him. Thank you. Isn't that fantastic? So that's the bill. And that's it signed into law. And this one here, that is fantastic. One, of course, was the move over law. That's great. Anyway, oh, I gotta head up in a minute. All right, friends, well, I need to head back up. But thanks again, my friends. Talk to you soon.